Hello everyone, today we have new video review and this time we will check fresh kit from Eduard. As usual, don't forget to read full review article, you can find link here in the video description below. Just click the link and you will be guided to the article with text in English and Russian and detailed photos, of course. This is a new Royal class from Eduard. It is molded in 1/48 scale and it copies the recent SE.5a. But this time it copies both engine versions, while ProfiPack was representing only one engine version. So as you can see, package here is quite typical for Royal classes from Eduard. This is a nice red cardboard box with this simple picture of the airplane on the front. Here you can see comparison with my hand size. As you can see, it's a typical size for the ProfiPacks. Here you can see all marking options which are included into this kit. So as far as you can see, there are 13 marking options included into this kit. And on the other side we have short list of the features of this kit. So there are plastic parts, PE parts, masks for 2 complete kits. Also you can replicate Wolseley Viper and Hispanos user engine versions. There are cartograph decals for 13 markings, as I said before, and this is a nice bonus. That's a steel whiskey flask, but I guess you can drink something else out of it as well. And here we have also Eduard bracing guns and flame dampers. These are resin accessories, of course. So this is a top opening box. Just give me a second to open it and we will find what's inside. By the way, note the top part is more sturdy than typical ProfiPacks, and that's a notable bonus, let's say, an advantage. So right on the top we have this special thing which is specific for this Royal class. So let's open it, and here it is. So as you can see, this is a nice flask for, as it was written, whiskey, but of course you can drink juice out of it. Of course we don't drink alcohol. And as you can see, it features this nice engraving on the front side. On the back side there is Eduard logo, and it's metal, of course, so quite a nice bonus which will remind you about your Royal class once you assemble it. Next we have all plastic frames which are packed into the same plastic bag. That's quite an interesting packing solution, let's say. And now I'm going to open it. I hope you remember that there are 2 let's say set of the sprues, so there is no need to check them all. I will check only one set because otherwise they're absolutely identical. So first we can start from Transplant Frame, which is packed into the separate plastic bag. Just give me a second to remove it and I will show it to you. Okay, so here it is. It's a typical round or circular frame. As you can see, we have here all necessary clear parts, and as I said before, there are transparent parts, masks included, so you'll just apply them and you won't have to cut them by yourself. And of course installation, as far as I can guess, should be easy enough in order to get a nice result. Next we have first gray plastic frame, and this one should be familiar if you saw ProfiPack. Here we have wing parts. Note that they're molded as one-piece elements, so you won't have to deal with separate halves, but we have separate ailerons for each one of those, and also we have tail wing with separate elevators, and here you can see some struts for the landing gear, as far as I can guess. From the other side there is nothing notable, and I want to show you the surface detailing. I will zoom in so that you can see it closer. So here it is. It looks quite good, and of course it will benefit from careful painting done on your model. Otherwise, as you can see, molding quality is really good, even though those large parts are designed as one-piece elements. Next we have second gray plastic sprue, and that's the last one for one aircraft. Here we have fuselage halves, and also we have both engines, we have cowlings, also we have propeller here, another propeller and one more. And note that tail part is molded on one of the fuselage halves, so I guess it will be serving as a guiding element. Here we have cockpit walls, also some cockpit parts here. And now let's zoom in so that you can see this fuselage house closer. So as you can see, it features nice riveting and replication of the fabric surface. Here you can see engine parts, these are cockpit parts, more of the cockpit parts, radiators. Don't forget that you can replace this with resin parts. Here we have more of the resin parts, and here is another fuselage half. Again, engine parts, propeller. Note, by the way, attachment points for the propeller. They're positioned in such way so that you won't damage it while separating it. And here you can see more of different minor parts. I want to show you what's inside fuselage half. So here you can see. Note that there are special position pins which should come handy for alignment, so that you won't have to waste your time trying to get them together. And next we have resin parts. As I said before, these include special parts for the exhausts. Here you can see them. And of course this is a part of brassine line, so as you can see, molding quality is really nice. And another plastic bag contains parts for machine guns for both aircrafts. I will show you only one set of parts, because of course they're absolutely identical. Just give me a second. Note that some parts are really small, so be careful with them, and I would also recommend to check them before purchase, because otherwise you might end up with broken parts. So I'll place them in the middle of this video, and here you can see them. Overall molding quality again is quite impressive, and with careful assembly you can get a nice result. Of course you will need tweezers here, because as you can see, some parts are really small, and here you can see comparison with my finger. They're tiny. Don't forget that this is a 1/48 scale, therefore this size is quite understandable, I would say. Next we have a small plastic bag with yellow mask sheet. As far as I can guess, we have here masks for transparent parts and for wheels. Next we have two plastic bags with PE threads. And I am a bit confused because those are not typical PE threads which we're used to see in those kits. So as you can see here, we have the first one, here is the second one, and it features pre-painted parts, and here we have one more with different minor parts. I guess this one will be used for machine gun, and this one of course will come handy for external and internal detailing, because we have here belts and dashboard, and of course there are two of them. And this one contains stretchers, as far as you can see, because as you can see we have here two sets of parts and there is no other PE thread. Next we have assembly manual. This one is printed in form of large brochure. Here it is. Of course on the front side, on the first page, we have short history note in English and Czech. Then we have parts map. Note that some elements won't be used, for example machine gun, of course, because it is provided as a resin part. And what else? Here we have assembly process. Note that you will have to use wire in the cockpit, because otherwise it won't be complete without it. And of course we begin with the cockpit. In total you will have to perform, just give me a second. As you can see, all those steps. Here you can see rigging, and here we have color printed marking guides for all 13 marking options. I will zoom out a bit so that you can see them better. Of course paint numbers are given in Gunze designations, and I think Gunze paints are quite nice to use and easy to use, so it's, let's say, not a problem. And of course you can use some convergent tables if you don't use Gunze usually on your models. So this is assembly manual. And last but not the least is the thing which we find on the bottom. Here it is, large plastic bag with large decals sheet. It's only one, but it features all necessary symbols for 13 marking options. It is printed in cartograph, as I said before, and now we're gonna see it closer. Just give me a second. Of course, printing quality is quite amazing. And here you can see it. I will zoom in so that you can see even minor symbols. So you can see here white symbols, different signs, marking elements. Of course, professionals will replicate all the stripes with help of masks, but still nice to have these elements included. Note that we have decals for dashboard as well, in case you don't like to use PE parts on your models. So that's all for this video review. I hope you enjoyed it. As usual, don't forget to leave your opinion here in the comment section below. And of course, if you like this video and you want to see more reviews like this, you want to help us, press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel right now, and you'll see that you'll be able to get all video reviews on time. And of course, I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye!